Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. We welcome you back to this very program today. Judgment Day of Presidential Election Petition Tribunal will determine a unified or non-unified Nigeria come 6th of September 2023. Panic, fear, anxiety grip President Ahmed Tinubu, Abubakar Atiku, and Peter Obi, and indeed all Nigerians, both internal and external, including all people of the world, as to what will be the outcome. Though some may not have grip of what is going to happen, but nevertheless, not all have this very knowledge. Before we continue, we ask you to subscribe to this channel, share our videos, hit the notification bell, and leave your comment. We also use the opportunity to thank all our new subscribers and viewers. We will all learn together. And Nigeria is a big balloon located today in West Africa and created on basis of Atlantic business exploitation by people of island of Britannia that began its administrative exploitation in 1884 after Berlin Conference. The method of creation in Nigeria in 1914 became dangerous with regions of different backgrounds, culture, and spiritual differences brought together. Political establishment and installations were never for benefit of amalgamated people, but for the amalgamators, Britain, to control all. It was later full of disapprovals and forceful compromises. Acts of division were used as a tool of fragmentation between North and the South of newly named Nigeria. This name withered the strength and power of the people to real unifications and political differences. However, the creation was three cardinal: Northern, Western, and Eastern regions. It has become very difficult to dismantle this regionalism as to be a united Nigeria without Britain. This resistance created by Britain, the amalgamator, polarized the political nature, with Northern Nigeria aligning with Britain to have advantages. However, unknown to many, Britain applied this system to maintain control against southern Nigeria, especially the eastern region. To overcome this, there are alignments in political associations, but there is still resistance and discouragement via Britain and Western powers who want to maintain resources, interest, and control. Today, this affected the political stability. The search for weak leaders by vested Western groups and interests on who to use to perpetuate control takes preeminence. This was first masterminded by Britain through election rigging in 1959 that ushered First Republic. Civil War of 1967 to 1970 compounded and installed political dominations, especially against Eastern region. There was political, military, and socio-political alignment between the north and western part of Nigeria following the Civil War. Citizens of Eastern region became victims and disadvantaged, especially at the hands of military and aggrieved persons who participated in the Civil War, including Britain, till death. However, former President Malam Muhammad Buhari and some of his tribe men did not only rule Nigeria with reckless abandon and identified southeastern part of the country as his greatest enemy, employing Judases as agents of deprivation and hatred, supported by Britain, where the former president is now given home as long as his wealth flourishes in Britain. This brings about the transition of power. APC, which produced Malam Buhari, was a handiwork of present President Mr. Bola Tinubu, and a man who has full information about the regime of Malam Buhari. Mr. Tinubu knows all. He doubles as national chairman and co-financier of APC. According to Alhaji Tinubu, he compromised his position for Malam Buhari in 2015. Indeed, Alhaji Tinubu believed it is his turn to rule after Malam Buhari. President Tinubu is a master strategist, manipulator, intimidator, wealthy, and uses his wealth to achieve his precious objectives. He employed above services during APC primaries to national presidential election with his money and other materials available to him. 1. He used APC with the notion, "It's my turn" syndrome. Senator Akpabio and Amosun. He used INEC and East Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu to actualize his dreams. Governors like Wike and their golden boys at presidential election rigging, and Governor Omahe and Hope Uzodinma. Alhaji Tinubu used Buhari to receive honors and baton of power before 29th May 2023. He also crowned him as the presidential candidate of APC into the Nigerian president on 29th May as the 16th Nigerian president. On assumption of office, he sacked all Malam Buhari's service chiefs with golden packages to avoid coup against him. He appointed his personal service chiefs and warned them to sack any military officer planning coup against him. In pursuit of his goals, President Tinubu does not value lives and properties when pursuing his ultimate goals. To be precise, he hires agents of operations and distractions, including some governors, across the party lines to achieve his ambitions. In Nigeria, election rigging is not a big deal, as it was perfected or perfectly instituted by Britain throughout their colonial rule and the conduct of elections. Nigerian politicians enjoy corruptions and practice it to the fullest, while they detest good governance. The 2023 presidential election was adjudged the worst by both local and foreign observers. Nevertheless, Alhaji Tinubu was inversely declared winner in midst of massive riggings, killings, snatching of ballot boxes, denial of some ethnic groups from voting in many areas of Nigeria. APC agents were paid to establish narratives of free and fair election after declaring President Tinubu as the president-elect. These agents established a narrative of fair and free election on 3 cardinal areas. They established a point of debate and argument. 1. On party basis. 2. On travel lines depending on cognitive recognition. And thirdly, on paid services, social media, and TV houses. Presidential Election Tribunal, like INEC, were appointed by Malam Buhari, the former president, be it directly or through appointed Chief Judge of the Federation. INEC as empire was inaugurated and its members appointed by former President Malam Buhari. Actions during the presidential tribunal proceedings tend to establish that most of the INEC members might have been members of APC. The reason being that its positions during Presidential Election Tribunal on collaborative defense mechanisms and corporations proved that there was a link between these two corporate bodies, APC and INEC. Nevertheless, each political party, Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party, as petitioners, presented and defended their allegations against APC, while the APC defendants with INEC defended their results, and while APC was also defending the declaration of President Tinubu as the winner of 2023 elections. However, the electorates and observers knew what happened and are aggrieved, waiting anxiously to know the verdict. As people await to witness the verdict, there is a ban by both security agents as requested by the 5 judges through the DSS of Nigeria. Like the sound of military or political coup, remembering Chukwuemeka Nzogu of 1966, Sani Abacha of 1983 and 1985, Gideon Oka of 1986, and the current waves of coup broadcasters, the advice to civilians are always noted: sit at home and remain calm until further notice. Everybody in this very occasion, the judgment of the tribunal set to begin on 6th September 2023, the public has been warned to remain at home and watch the television through which it will be broadcasted. But unfortunately, when the public wanted to watch the proceedings directly from the television in their various homes, the tribunal refused and rejected the application made by the People's Democratic Party. The question remains, will Nigerians remain calm after the judgment? What will happen next? What option will they look out for? Anyway, the world is waiting for the judgment. All eyes and ears are on alert to hear the long-awaited judgment. With this, we come to the end of the program. We ask you to subscribe, share, and leave your comment. Thank you very much for listening. Be patient and hear what the judgment will be. The judgment you hear will form your next action. Thank you. I wish you all the best. God bless you all. Bye.